Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so the Cubs are 1-2 because the Rangers series did not go all that well in terms of its pitching. With that being said, one of the nice things seeing, because this was such a problem last year, actually the last 2 years, was scoring runs in bunches. So even though the Cubs didn't ultimately do as well as they should have, because the pitching has been kind of a mess, they scored 28 runs in 3 days, and that's really and it was healthy run totals all 3 games. It was 12, 6, and 10, which normally should have been 2 of 3, if not all 3. The other thing is, in terms of pitching, we know at this point that there's going to be issues in the bullpen, because in the first half they tried to set people into roles, and we also know that Brandon Morrow is expected to come back at some point. I believe May is his target. So there's that. So the bullpen sort of blowing the game to the last 2 games, especially Edwards. While unfortunate, doesn't really tell us anything we don't know. Likewise, we did learn a couple of things that are going to be important about the rotation. John Lester had a rocky start to his start, but starting in the 4th inning, he made an adjustment in pitch selection and location. Then he was able to pitch 3 very strong innings after that, which is really good to see, because it's super important for him, Hendricks, to have good seasons last year, good seasons this year like they had last year. And then we need either Darvish or Quintana or Hamels to outpitch. We need Darvish and Hamels to outpitch Chatwood and himself, basically, and then or Quintana to do it. And on that note, even though Darvish, which I think was mostly a combination of temperature and being back in Texas and first starting over a year, et cetera, and then Wilson Contreras not being a good pitch framer sort of screwed up his start. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully he starts working. It was really, really nice to see Jose Quintana, who is a very good, a very consistent, solid pitcher, come in for four innings of strong relief. And even last year, which was not exactly his best, last year he actually was better than I was expecting. So if Jose Quintana can have a slightly better season last year, and then either Hamel or Darvish pitch well, pitch better than Chatwood, I think we'll be fine. It's a little bit annoying that the Cubs blew the second game because of a wild pitch and Edwards not being able to pitch and a whole bunch of other stuff with the bullpen. I think it's mostly just the time of the year. Fans generally overreact to crap like this. There was one bright spot though, because everyone's like, we need to sign Kimball, and we need to just DFA everyone. And I'm like, they played 3 games. Anyway, the one bright spot is Steve Cishek. You might see him move more into a closer role. I'm absolutely obsessed with this guy. For one thing, I find him a very great addition. It's one of the best signings from last year, as far as I'm concerned, because he's used as a mid-season, mid-game fireman, which is absolutely great last year. I mean, he had a 2.18 ERA, which is absolutely reliable for ERA, and he almost, I believe he came in higher than Yeah, 2.13, which is higher than like Quintana and a couple other things. And I like how Joe deploys him. And I kind of wish they would experiment using not him, but maybe Montgomery or someone as an opener. But I don't think that's going to happen because of the nature of our pitching staff being older. Any case, I think in time we're going to get a weird win. Any case, tonight is the Brave series. The Braves have been giving us fits, so let's hope they don't. Hendricks is going to go. And then, well, the other great thing about Quintana missing being used in relief is he's going to miss the Braves, which is great because he pitched terrible against the Braves last year. So, excuse me, I really, really, really like of him missing the Braves. So I'm going to try to do little summary recaps like this at the end of every series. So the Cubs are 1-2. I don't think we learned anything that we didn't already know or suspect, that the offense will be fine. But the pitching needs to get in order, which is fine. I really am pulling for Darvish, to sort of on a personal level, because he's had a rough 2 years at this point, going back to the Astros World Series when he was a fucking Dodger. But anyway, that's going to be it for today. See you guys tomorrow, or in 3 days or whatever. Bye.